What's the worst job you ever had? I would say McDonald's. When I was a teenager, it was the first job I ever had, and it was also the worst. You deal with bad customers all the time, and you have to deal with high demand. Out of all the things I've done a lot with working with my hands, digging in ditches, and working through very hot environments, blood, sweat, and tears in my electrical trade. But my worst job I've ever had was definitely McDonald's. Yeah, working with that. It's not fun.
Um, a lot of my jobs I've really enjoyed, but one of the ones that I did not last at was being a waitress. Um, I wasn't very good at, I mean, I say I'm good at time management, which I think I'd be a better waitress now, but I tried when I was younger and people were very angry at my tables. I didn't get the food there in time and the food wasn't in the right place and I wasn't good at it. So, waitressing.
Worst job I ever had. I honestly haven't really had any terrible ones. I worked for a bank, and as a consumer banker, I really did not enjoy the day to day. I'm not a fan of our entire financial system and the way that it's structured. But at the time, it was definitely something that it was a great experience for me. I learned so much through it. I still use a lot of things that I learned just in kind of how to navigate that system because it's what we live in. So definitely a good experience, but probably like the least enjoyable job I ever had.
What's the worst job you ever had? My first job, I would say ever, was the worst job I ever had. I say that because it was a customer service like food job. I've done like I've done two customer service food jobs, thinking about it, but this one was like it wasn't even much of an interview. They were new and they needed people type of deal, so they hired me and stuff. And the thing was, since it was my first job, um, I wanted to make a very good impression on the manager and all the people there. So I worked hard. I worked overtime. I would pick up shifts, all that stuff. And the thing was, like, I was such a good worker, at least to the company, that they would like, I would say, take advantage of me. They wouldn't give me breaks. I would work 8 to 10 hours a day type of deal. Um, I lost weight from it, and it's pretty hard when you're surrounded with food too. So yeah, I left that job thankfully. They actually like closed down pretty soon after I left, so maybe I was that big of an asset, but that was probably the worst job I had. Um, just it wasn't good conditions for me. So I did learn some stuff interacting with people, the business side and stuff, but yeah, it wasn't that good of a time. Um, that's why I left mainly.